Now.
Welcome to News Watch 12 at 6. I'm Nate Myhock. The number of new COVID-19 cases is falling nationwide. In the Northeast and in parts of the Midwest, the decline is sharp. Experts say the Omicron variant may have already peaked in those areas. And here's the latest from NBC's Dan Scheneman.
After weeks of numbers showing Omicron surging, finally, some good news.
It is starting to turn around, and I believe you're going to see that going in that direction over the next couple of weeks.
Nationally, cases down 10% compared to a week ago. In New York, a 66% drop in 2 weeks.
I see the beginning of the end.
But out west, a wave of new cases gaining momentum. The number of patients in California's ICUs up well over 60%. To fight the surge, free N95 masks are now available. And health officials insist one of the best weapons against the surge, vaccines.
Boosting individuals makes a major positive impact in protecting you against severe disease, even with Omicron. So you want to make sure we get as many people vaccinated.
But vaccine resistance is strong.
If there is risk, there must be choice.
Thousands marched on the National Mall Sunday in the Defeat the Mandates protest.
I'm not personally vaccinated, don't plan on being vaccinated. Right.
As the battle over personal choice and public health rages on. Dan Scheneman, NBC News.
Well, Andrew, I feel like such a Midwesterner saying this. It's really not the cold, it's the wind.
Definitely, and that will be very true for tomorrow when those daytime highs teeter around 0, but feel like the negative teens and the negative 20s and the negative 30s and 40s into early hours of Wednesday morning. So there are a couple active advisories posted, a wind chill warning and advisory that will take us into our Tuesday morning. And these will likely pick back up on Tuesday evening into Wednesday with even colder air on the way. Right now, looking outside, we've been seeing those clouds on the decrease as the evening hours have gone by. We will hold up with a couple clouds into the overnight hours, but ultimately we have a broad area of high pressure working into our region that is going to keep us clear into our Tuesday, so look forward to a sunny sky. And then after that, we do have clouds back on the increase on Wednesday, and after that we're looking for a couple snow chances late Wednesday into Thursday. It's not going to be a big snowfall, but it's going to be our one snowfall of the forecast period, so that's about it there, and that will be also with high temperatures getting back into the 20s by Thursday. Nate?
Thank you, Andrew. The United States Supreme Court has decided it will hear a challenge to the consideration of race in college admissions. 2 cases will be heard, one against Harvard and the other against the University of North Carolina. The cases argue that the admissions process at both schools discriminates against Asian American students. It also comes a month after the Biden administration urged the Supreme Court to reject the challenge to Harvard's policy. Arguments for these cases will take place in the fall. Starting today, the IRS will begin accepting individual income tax returns, marking the beginning of tax season. However, the IRS is still facing a backlog from last year that's due to the ongoing pandemic. The agency said it's also trying to catch up after being forced to close offices and adjust to staffing shortages. Regardless, taxes are due on April 18th, and Treasury officials said there is no current plan to extend that deadline. The Dow plummeted more than 1,000 points today. The sell-off began early, and then just after 11 a.m. Central Time, the Dow crossed the 1,000-point mark. That equals to about a 3% fall. It's also the 7th straight down day in the markets. Both the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ saw large declines as well. According to CNBC, investors are waiting on more corporate earnings reports, along with a key policy decision from the Federal Reserve. If you get paid for goods and services on Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal, you may get affected by a new tax ruling. Payment app providers must now issue users a 1099-K form if they make more than $600 through business transactions during the year. Previously, the form was only issued if a user had more than 200 business transactions in a year, totaling at least $20,000. This applies to any payment for goods or services, including tips. So reimbursing a friend for dinner or receiving money for a group gift doesn't count. Payment app providers will be using consumer prompts to help classify the transactions, and the rule is meant to make it harder for people to evade paying their taxes. Facebook's parent company Meta is building its first ever supercomputer. The company announced the AI Research Supercluster on Monday. Meta hopes it can help them develop a more powerful AI software. The software would understand the context of social media posts and spot hate speech within them. The model is expected to be one of the most powerful supercomputers in the world once it's completed. They have it scheduled to be finished later this year. A sailor who died at Pearl Harbor more than 8 decades ago was laid to rest today in San Antonio. Navy fireman Frank Nichols was just 24 years old when he was killed on board the USS Oklahoma. Initially, Nichols was buried as an unknown in Honolulu, but through DNA matching, his remains were identified and then returned to Texas. He was buried with full military honors more than 80 years after paying the ultimate price. In other news, the European Union's foreign policy chief provided further plans and expectations for his response to Russia's threat at the Ukrainian border. He maintains that the international response to Russia's actions must be calm and not lead to panic.
Should diplomacy fail, we're going to do our best in order for diplomacy work. But should diplomacy fail, we are very well advanced in the preparation of responses to a potential Russian aggression.
2 NYPD officers were involved in a tragic incident this morning. It left one dead and the other clinging to life. It continues a wave of violent crimes that have visitors and residents on edge. NBC's Stephanie Gosk has the latest.
This weekend, police departments on edge after officers were shot in multiple cities.
There's an officer got shot and they'll took off.
Houston police grieving one of their own after a traffic stop turned deadly. In D.C., police responded to a man acting suspiciously and he opened fire. One officer sustained non-life-threatening injuries. All of this as New York is now a city in mourning.
And it hurts my heart, it really does.
Hundreds lining the streets as the body of 22-year-old officer Jason Rivera was escorted from the medical examiner's office. His partner, 27-year-old Wilbert Mora, is in critical condition. Both were investigating a domestic disturbance in Harlem when a suspect shot them. Police say 47-year-old LaShawn McNeil fired on the officers inside his mother's apartment. At the scene, police recovered a stolen Glock pistol with an extended magazine that holds up to 40 rounds.
Violence against New Yorkers. That's the battle we're in right now.
Mayor Eric Adams now pleading for federal help to get guns off the city streets.
That was Stephanie Gosk reporting. Fires out west have been common in the recent years, and there is more damage in California, unfortunately. We'll check in with that after Maine weather with Andy, right here on News Watch 12.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's mega clearance event is on now. Millions of dollars of clearance furniture, mattresses, and top brand appliances must be sold. Save as much as 85% off and no interest financing for 3 years. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
It's Furlow's New Year, New You sale. Get incredible savings on mattresses made just for you. Plus, save up to $2,000 when you upgrade your base. Furlow mattresses offer long-lasting craftsmanship that's backed with our lifetime comfort guarantee. Wake up. Sleep better. Furlow.
Family. All in this together. Family. We're taking a chance.
Some traditions just keep getting better and better. Ford F-Series, the official truck of the NFL and America's best-selling trucks 44 years and counting. Now get a built Ford Tough F-150 with 0.9% financing for 60 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash. Only at your local Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
Supply chain backlogs, inflation, agitation.
Here's an idea. If we make things here in America, supply chain issues won't be a thing anymore. That's exactly how we built the Bucks Arena, by having 80% of the materials come from Wisconsin. We did the same by paying higher wages. That's how you know, as your senator, I'll get things done. Raising people's wages, make things in America, finally stand up to China. I'm Alex Lasry, and I approve this message because it's time to put more money in the pockets of working people.
Check out the events in the Northwoods page on the WJFW website to find can't-miss local events. Do you want to spread the word about your event? You can add it to the calendar there, too.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's mega clearance event is on now. Millions of dollars of clearance furniture, mattresses, and top brand appliances must be sold. Save as much as 85% off and no interest financing for 3 years. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Welcome on back for your full forecast. Looking out at those current temperatures around the region, most areas are in those single digits right now. A couple low teens still holding on in parts of central Wisconsin. Most areas are going to be dipping below zero for overnight. Right now, wind chill values are below zero, figure around negative single digits to negative teens. Getting into later parts of overnight, we'll be feeling those wind chill values plummeting down to near negative 30 across the region. That's going to be in our early hours of tomorrow morning. As the daytime does go on, we'll be having those warmest wind chill values in the negative teens. A couple areas a little bit warmer, seeing that towards the Escanaba area. But then as we get into overnight into Wednesday, that's when we have the coldest feeling wind chill values getting into the minus 40s, negative 40s out there, negative 30s. That will also be along with a windy day on the way for Wednesday. We'll have a southwest breeze that will be coming in near 20 miles an hour at times. So buckle up for a couple of cold days and a windy day on Wednesday. Now, checking out those temperatures that we have on the way, the actual temperatures. Highs for Tuesday up near just about 1. And then on Wednesday, getting back into the double digits, a high of 11. One of our warmest days of the week will be on Thursday. That's going to be with a high of 23. That will also be with a chance of snow showers, our only chance for the forecast period. And then getting into the weekend, we're back into the teens, and we'll try to hit the 20s into later parts of the weekend. But then as we look into the first week in February, we are looking at below average temperatures. So looking at the map here, we have a gray line here. This gray streak is going to be average temperatures, and you will notice the majority of the Badger State is going to be trending with slightly below average to well below average temperatures, but the real below average is going to stay well off to our northwest. So we are expecting those temperatures to stay on the cooler side as we head into the first week of February. All right, now looking ahead here into our Tuesday, we know it's going to be a cold day. It's also going to be a fairly sunny day all around, so we'll be having surface high pressure overhead, and that is going to keep things nice and clear for the daytime hours. And we'll be holding on to those mostly clear skies as we get into our Wednesday evening. We do have clouds on the increase ahead of our next system that will be passing well to our north. This will be our chance for snow showers, our only chance for snow showers for the forecast period, and it won't be even a lot of snow that we're going to be expecting by middle parts of the week. For tonight, we're down near 14 with partly cloudy skies. Those clouds will be on the decrease, looking forward to that sunny day and cold day on Tuesday. So bitterly cold tonight. We saw those wind chill values getting down to the negative 20, so minus 14, negative 14 for our overnight. And then looking at our Tuesday, here's the coldest day of the week, high near 1, and that'll be with that sunshine throughout the day and still with a northwest breeze driving in near 5 to 10 miles an hour. And then remember, it's Wednesday that we get really breezy with winds turning out of the southwest. And then we're looking for our chance for snow showers. A little bit of that maybe on Wednesday night, but that'll be a better chance for that on Thursday. And then after that, we are seeing more sunshine to end the work week with temperatures getting back down into the teens. And then looking at the end of the weekend, we are feeling the 20s once again, and then starting off the next work week in the 20s with variable clouds. Nate?
Thank you, Andrew. Fire crews are now getting a better handle on the Colorado fire that continues to burn as it's now along the California coastline. NBC's Steve Patterson reports.
Yeah, that wildfire sweeping over an iconic part of California late in the season, the so-called Colorado fire, because it's named after California's Palo Colorado Canyon, grew to more than 700 acres, according to CAL FIRE Sunday night. Intense, gusty winds, we're talking up to 50 miles an hour, blew the flames erratically across the area's steep canyons and famous landmarks like the picturesque Bixby Bridge there on Highway 1. More than 200 structures still in the threat zone, even as the winds have now started to ease and die down. And you can add this to a list of fires burning out outside of the peak season in an area with little to no fire history. So you can imagine how ripe the vegetation is there as year after year this footprint gets bigger here in California. The fires starting to get even worse. This fire now 35% contained. Back to you.
We're less than 2 weeks away from the start of the Olympics. Many American athletes are preparing to compete in Beijing, and we'll break that all down after this.
These days, we're spending more time than ever before at home. Where the perfect pendant can spotlight your newfound skills in the kitchen. Where the right chandelier takes daily dinner from basic to brilliant. And where your decorating choices are all of a sudden illuminated. With Patriot Lighting, your lighting becomes a reflection of your personal style. Modern, sleek, eclectic. Whatever your pleasure, we have hundreds of options to make your home shine a little brighter. Find your style with Patriot Lighting, only at Menards.
Lance Truck, Lance Truck. We got the trucks at Lance Truck.
Nobody has more used trucks all on one lot, all priced to move. So when you're ready to buy your next truck, know that all Lens trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, and can be bought hassle-free online. Go now to lenstruck.com. You'll find over 800 used trucks, all priced to move.
We got the trucks at Lance Truck.
Play Keenan's slow jams for feeling sexy.
You're so much taller in person.
Thank you very much. This house is crazy.
Your family's not that crazy. Little help!
New Keenan tonight on NBC.
Tonight we've got Jay Farrow and Nikki Glazer, Dan Finnerty, and Terry Crews.
Oh my God!
Finish singing I'm Every Woman by Whitney Houston.
I'm only 3 to 4 women, depending on the time of the month.
That's My Jam tonight on NBC.
Is your bathroom looking old and worn out? Want to update it, but you don't know where to start? Then let BCI Bath & Shower show you how to turn that old bath into an aisle of beauty and functionality. Our residential bathroom solutions provide the best value on the market, and our customer service is second to none. Our cost-effective BCI Bath & Shower family of products has what you need.
Remodeling our bathroom was a big decision for us.
They didn't make a mess out of our house at all. And at the end of the day, we had a beautiful new bathroom. And it was a great experience the whole way through.
We have the best monthly payment programs in the industry, with payments as low as $68 per month, or no interest, no payments for 18 months. For a limited time, be one of the first 100 callers who schedule a free in-home consultation and receive $500 off.
1-800-908-7527. That's 1-800-908-7527.
Factory trained and certified installers made in the USA, and discounts for seniors and military. BCI Bath & Shower, the leader in affordable bathroom products.
A night in the bitter cold left a bitter taste in the mouths of Packers fans. A 13-10 upset loss to the 49ers on Saturday surprised not just those watching, but also those on the field. Despite taking a quick 7-0 lead and having many chances to go up by multiple scores, their mistakes snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. 2 days later, the feeling amongst the players remains, as you can imagine, a sense of disbelief.
I was with Sab and Preston yesterday, and I could just see it. We were just talking, having fun, and then the minute we all stopped talking, we all kind of just like damn, we lost.
Cornerback Eric Stokes said he played Grand Theft Auto on Sunday because it was too hard to watch yesterday's games. I can relate to that. Meanwhile, center Josh Myers said it'll be a few days before he watches the tape. He also said the shock factor will be hard to shake.
There's just shock, sadness, you just never know what's going to happen. You don't know who's going to be here, who's not going to be here. So it's just honestly really sad.
With many players set to become free agents, the only certainty is uncertainty, especially since many players have expiring contracts. We'll have more on that at 10 tonight. Rehearsals for the opening ceremony of the Beijing Winter Olympics were held this weekend at the National Stadium. The state broadcaster showed performers practicing dance routines with participants ranging in ages from 5 years old to over 70 years old. Zhang Yimou, who directed the opening ceremony of the 2008 Olympics in Beijing, is returning in the same role for these games. The ceremony will be held on February 4th, which also coincides with the beginning of spring. That's the first Chinese solar term of the year. The United States Olympic and Paralympic Committee announced the 2022 U.S. Olympic team today. The USOPC said the 222-member team features 99 returning Olympians, including 4 5-time Olympians: Shaun White in halfpipe snowboarding, Lindsay Jacob Ellis in snowboard cross, Katie Eulander in skeleton, and John Schuster in curling. The committee also said that 18 members of Team USA have previously won Olympic medals, including 11 athletes who have won gold. 54 members of the team will be making their Olympic debuts next month. The team will be the second largest American contingent ever at the Olympic Winter Games, right behind the 228-member team at Pyeongchang just 4 years ago. It also equals the 222 athletes named to Team USA for the Sochi Olympics in 2014. The Olympic competition begins on February 2nd, and it'll wrap up just under 3 weeks later on the 20th. We'll be right back with a final look at your forecast.
Democrat governance is a disaster for America. A crisis at the border leading to a flood of illegal immigrants, a humiliating and dangerous surrender in Afghanistan, leading to more aggressive behavior from Russia, China, and Iran. Rising inflation, higher gasoline, energy, and grocery prices, more government dependency, and more debt for our children and grandchildren. It's all leading to a weaker America. It feels like our country is being torn apart. That's not how it felt when I ran in 2016. Back then, I intended to serve a second term and go home. But now, with the Democrats in total control, our nation's on a very dangerous path. If you're in a position to help make our country safer and stronger, would you just walk away? I've decided I can't. I'll stand and fight for freedom. I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message because I love America and Wisconsin just like you.
Grease and grime build up in no time. Stop struggling and call the police. The Grease Police, the magic degreaser that cleans almost anything. Grease Police works on nearly all stubborn messes, even ones baked on for years. The secret's the super concentrated formula that emulsifies grease, dirt, and grime on contact. Even restaurant equipment is no match for the power of Grease Police. And it's biodegradable, so you can clean your barbecue grill inside and out. But Grease Police cleans so much more. Everything from scummy tile and grout to brake dust on rims. Even dried-on spray paint comes right off. Call or click now to get a large bottle of concentrated Grease Police with money-back guarantee for just $14.99. Order now and you can double it and get a second bottle. Just pay a separate fee. That's 2 large bottles of concentrated Grease Police with guarantee. Order now.
Call 1-800-569-4988 or visit getgreasepolice.com. So call 1-800-569-4988 now.
Attention homeowners. Are you behind on your mortgage payments? Is the bank threatening to take your home? Is your home worth less than you owe? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you need to call this number right now. It won't cost you anything to find out if we can help you. We are the Mortgage Defense Line, and we can help you save your home. Don't wait. Call right now.
Call 1-800-970-8640. That's 1-800-970-8640.
Andrew, it's one of the greatest divides in our country today. I'm not talking about politics, Republican or Democrat. I'm talking about peanut butter, of course. Crunchy or creamy? Which side of the aisle are you on?
Nate, I am on the crunchy side. What about you?
I'm a creamy guy through and through. I love peanut butter. I love especially creamy peanut butter. And of course, it's a great day to enjoy peanut butter because it is National Peanut Butter Day, January 24th. Got to mark it on your calendars for next year. Of course, like I said, I'm a creamy guy. I love a PB&J. I put it in my oatmeal sometimes, put it in smoothies. I have it with apples, with bananas. I have peanut butter probably at least once a day. It's kind of actually like maybe a little bit of an issue.
I will say I do creamy if I'm putting it in my oatmeal, but if I'm having a PB&J, I like a little bit of a
So like we can kind of come together over this.
I think so. I think we're in a good spot.
We can find some middle ground.
Yeah.
So.
Well, looking at temperatures right now, to take a little bit of a turn here, looking outside, we are in the single digits across the North Woods and getting even colder as the night does go on, bottoming out in the negative teens, and we'll be peeling back the clouds as the night does go on, and that will be leading us into sunny skies for our Tuesday, and it'll be a cold day all around, highs struggling to break into into even the single digits. So we'll be hanging out possibly below 0 for most of the day. And then as we look at our 7-day forecast here on the way, we are going to be warming on up as soon as Wednesday, and then some variable temperatures, getting somewhat seasonable temperatures for a few days. But overall, it's going to be a pretty cold and dry stretch up ahead.
I love how you say it's going to warm up on Wednesday and the high is still 11. That's still pretty cold, so make sure you're staying safe out there. So, but thank you, Andrew. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here tonight at 10.